Assalamu alaikum boys and girls, welcome you all to my YouTube channel. Let's join pharmacy. Dear friends, today I am here to discuss about some of the very important questions in pharmaceutical organic chemistry. Okay, and this is the first part. We will do these videos, means this pharmaceutical organic chemistry, the very important questions for your B Form second sem examination. Clear? And these videos will be in steps, means part 1, part 2, part 3. In 4 to 5 part, inshallah, we will complete all the very important questions, okay, which were surely asked in your examination, and inshallah they will ask in your this pharmaceutical organic chemistry question paper second sem B Pharmacy. Okay, so we will make this video in a part. Yes, so let's today in this session we will discuss about the 5 marks question, very important 5 marks, not all but only 2 questions I am here to discuss with answers, and you don't worry about the notes. You take the notes here only, or I will make you easy. I will upload the notes in the description. You go there, touch the description, and you can download in the form of PDF. And don't go without subscribing the channel. Subscribe and share this video with your friends. Support in this way. Yes, so let's discuss about one of the very important question, that is a free radical substitution reaction of alkanes. Clear? This free radical substitution reaction of alkanes, it is one of the very important question which was asked in 2 to 3 times in your question paper. Clear? Here what happens in this free radical? See here, just a simple. In these reactions, one or more hydrogen atoms of alkanes are replaced by equal number of hydrogen or other group of atoms. Here the concept is very simple. Here what happens? One or more hydrogen atom, for an example CH4, okay, CH4 plus chlorine. Here what happens? One or more hydrogen atoms is replaced by the another atom or a group of atom, like this CH3Cl. Okay, one hydrogen atom is replaced by the chlorine. Yes, this is the concept. You remember this. With other equal number of atoms. This is the one chemical property of the alkanes. Here among some of the chemical properties, my dear brothers and sisters, in this free radical substitution reaction, it is one type of the chemical property of the alkane. Here first we will study this free radical substitution reaction in the form of halogenation. Halogenation, you know better, that is the addition of the halogen atoms. Okay, addition of the halogen atom by removal of one or a group of hydrogen atoms from the chlorine, from the chloromethane. For an example I have given here, in the reactions one or more hydrogen atoms of the alkanes are replaced by equal number of halogen or a group of halogen. This is known as halogenation. Clear? And it is one of the important substitution reaction of the alkanes. If you come across the alkanes, means here this halogenation is one of the very important substitution reaction. Now what happens in this reaction? One or more hydrogen atoms are replaced by equal number of halogen atoms, that is chlorine, bromine, fluorine, iodine. Okay, in halogenation, if one or more hydrogen atoms that are replaced by equal number of these halogens, you know better which are the halogens: chlorine, bromine, fluorine, iodine. Okay, later we will discuss one beautiful example. Then this reaction is carried in the presence of UV light, or in 548 degrees Celsius approximately. You remember this reaction is carried out in the presence of UV light. Okay, because in room temperature the reactions does not proceed, so in the UV light we are passing to proceed this reaction. And the order of reactivity here, the order of reactivity of some halogens like fluorine. Okay, fluorine has a greater halogenation property than fluorine is greater. That fluorine leads to chlorine, then chlorine to bromine, bromine to iodine. Means in all these halogens, fluorine has the greater halogenation property. Then that fluorine, after the second place is the chlorine. Fluorine is the first place in halogenation. Okay, then chlorine is the second, bromine is the third, and the fourth one is iodine. Yes, this is the some basic information knowledge about a free radical substitution reaction of alkanes. Now let's discuss about the steps in this free radical substitution reaction. Here basically, my dear brothers and sisters, there are 3 steps. Okay, here we will tell mechanism of a halogenation of alkenes. Okay, here we will take especially chlorination. We will consider the chlorination of the methane here. This ends with the 3 step, means this halogenation or this free radical substitution reaction. If you want to understand this concept, means you want 3 steps. One is a chain initiation, propagation, then termination. Clear? First, in chain initiation, what happens? See here, when methane is heated with chlorine, when methane is heated with the chlorine in the presence of UV light, then the chlorine absorbs energy and undergo homolytic fluid, produce chlorine free radicals. Just a simple, I have told you, when this methane heated with the chlorine or it was passed in the presence of UV light, then what happens? Chlorine in the presence, this is the chlorine, it is in the presence of UV light. What it will do? It will absorb the UV light, and this chlorine gets splits. Okay, it absorbs the UV light and it splits, homolytic fission, chlorine and chlorine. Clear? Understand the concept? Simple concept, very easy concept. Okay, and it produces chlorine free radical. They produce 2 chlorine free radicals. Yes, so now here see example, you were looking chlorine, they got a homolytic fission or cleavage in the presence of UV light. How? By absorbing the UV light, they substituted into 2 chlorine free radical. Clear? This is the chain initiation. Simple. Okay, simple. You pause the video and you back this video. Okay, you backward this video and look, you don't worry. Clear? Yes. Next is chain propagation. Propagation, it is the 8-step mechanism. Simple steps, you don't worry, very simple steps. Here the chlorine free radical which was produced collides with the methane and forms a methyl free radical. Simple. There we got a chlorine free radicals. Clear? Now that this one chlorine free radical. These chlorine free radicals, what it will do? It will collides with the methane and form a methyl free radical. Yes, this is the concept. See here, formation of methyl free radical. Here what happened? This is the methane structure formula. Okay, CH4. Now this chlorine collides with this methane and it forms a methyl free radical. This dot you are looking, no, that is a free radical with the HCl. Yes, now step 2, formation of a methyl chloride and another chlorine free radical. Clear? Here only methyl free radical is formed. Here methyl chloride with another chlorine free radical. How? Means here, now methyl free radical. This is methyl free radical. When methyl free radical, it reacts with the chlorine Cl2. Okay, if you make separate division, means it forms Cl. Then what there will formation of methyl chloride. That is this methyl free radical will absorb the chlorine and forms methyl chloride. This methyl free radical absorbs the chlorine and forms methyl chloride with another chlorine free radical. Now this free radical, chlorine free radical, next it propagates the other steps. Let's discuss. Now let's discuss about the above steps are repeated again and again and the chain gets propagated. Simple. Means what we are looking at here, the steps. Here the formation of the methyl chloride with another chlorine free radicals. These get propagated. That's only we will discuss here. Simple. Okay. Here see CH3Cl means this is a chloromethane. It reacts with the one remaining molecule of chlorine and form CH2Cl with HCl. Clear? Now next in step 4 what happens? This only CH2Cl, the same CH2, that is CH2Cl, it will combines with one more molecule of the chlorine, and what it will form? It will form dimethyl dichloride. Okay, dimethyl dichloride. How? CH2Cl, Cl2. One chlorine molecules, one chlorine attached to this. Okay, one remaining. It converts to the free radical. Now this free radical, it attacks with this free radical, it will added or it will combines with this the difluoro and it forms a CHCl2. means here what happens, one hydrogen is replaced, one hydrogen is replaced, and what happens, CHCl2 is formed. What form? CHCl2. One hydrogen is replaced means what, this hydrogen is transferred to the Cl is the free radical. Okay, now what happens, the hydrogen from the CH will be transferred to the Cl to form HCl. This is the concept. This is step 5. Now next is step 6. In step 6 what happens, the same what you are, the CH2Cl2. now what happens, one more hydrogen get removed, that leads to CHCl2 plus chlorine. Okay, you got this product, chlorine. Now what happens, this chlorine will be extracted by this Cl2, then CHCl3 with one more chlorine free radical. Now what happens, these CHCl3, okay, it combines with the free radical Cl and it forms that is CCl3, okay, CCl3, okay, trichlorocarbon or chloroform, CCl3 with this Cl will combine with HCl, form HCl. Now this CCl3, the last, it is the last propagation. This CCl3 what happens, it again combines with this chlorine Cl2, okay, chlorine. Here you observe, just to imagine, here in every step there will be homolytic cleavage, Cl2 Cl homolytic cleavage, okay, homolytic cleavage occurs. Now what happens, this is Cl, due to homolytic cleavage, one it will transfer to this one, it forms CCl4 with the chlorine free radical. This is the propagation steps. Now the last is a termination. In termination what happens, the above chain reactions come to halt, that is if two of the same or different free radicals combine themselves without producing no free radicals. Means here above chain reactions, now they all came to halt, rest. If two of the same or two different free radicals combines themselves, okay, they combines themselves, they won't form new free radical, there will no chance of producing new free radical. This is the main of this chain termination. See here, chlorine, these are the two same free radicals, they form Cl minus. These are not free radicals, chlorine, they are occupied shells, occupied orbitals. Now CH3 same which one, free radicals, when they combine they form CH3Cl, methane, dimethane, methyl. CH3, it is a free radical, CH, that is methyl free radical, chlorine free radical, chlorine free radical. Okay, these are different free radicals. When these combines, they won't form new free radical. Okay, that is a CH3Cl, that is a chloromethane, methyl chloride. Yes, this is the completion of the first question, free radical mechanism of the alkene. Now let's discuss about the anti-Markovnich's rule. Yes, now let's move with the next one more very important question, that is anti-Markovnich's rule. But dear brothers and sisters, so see here, one twist is there in this question. In the examination point of view, okay, the question paper means the supervisor or the whoever sets the question paper, okay, he never ask anti-Markovnich's rule. Never means sometimes he will ask, but there will be greater chance of asking that explain peroxide effect. Peroxide effect is nothing but anti-Markovnich's rule. Clear? You understand this? One more, the name of the anti-Markovnich's rule I will tell you later in this video only. Okay, don't worry. Then let's understand the topic. What is the anti-Markovnich's rule? You know, Markovnich's rule means just it is opposite to the Markovnich's rule. It is opposite property. It states that in the addition reaction of alkenes or alkynes, clear, the proton is added to the carbon atom that has the least number of hydrogen atom attached to it is known as anti-Markovnich's rule. Or understand? Yes, see here. What is this? This is the reaction, means the addition reaction of alkenes or alkynes, in which the proton is added to the carbon atom. Here HBr, HBr, Br is the halogen, H is the proton. this hydrogen or the proton is added to the carbon atom which contain least number of hydrogen atom in this alkene. Here which is the least in this alkene, in this propane, which is the which contains least number of hydrogen atom? Yes, CH. Here see CS3 maximum hydrogen atom, CS2 maximum hydrogen atom, CH least hydrogen atom. So here what happens, the proton will transfer to this and forms the one bromopropane. Nothing but this states that anti-Markovitch rule, and this rule is also known as the peroxide effect. I have told you beginning only, or Kharash effect. It is also known as Kharash effect. Remember this. Then your example, that is propane made to react with HBr in the presence of benzoyl peroxide. Why it is also known as a peroxide effect? Because of presence of the reagent benzoyl peroxide. Clear? There will be formation of one bromopropane. Okay. In spite of this propene, you can take propane, P-R-O-P-Y-N-E, propane. Not A-N-E, Y-N-E, propine and propine, alkene or alkyne. Yes, let's study the mechanism of these. Here just mechanism 3 steps: initiation, propagation, termination. Here initiation and propagation are very important. Termination, it's quite little bit. Yes, in initiation what happens? Very simple, very simple. Here what happens, when benzoyl peroxide, this is the benzoyl peroxide. Clear? C6H5COO. This is one benzoyl peroxide. This is another, that is the C6H5COO. When it is heated, my dear brothers and sisters, what happens? It leads to benzoyl free radical. Benzoyl free radicals, that is 2 moles. Clear? Got the point? Now, when these benzoyl free radical is treated with the hydrogen halide, or in simple way HBr, hydrogen bromide, then it leads to benzoic acid with the one more bromine free radical. Here I wrote, when benzoyl free radical is treated with the HBr, then H plus attaches to benzyl free radical. This H plus will attach to this and form benzoic acid with the Br as the free radical. Now this Br leads in the further step. Here you got the initiation, just practice this. Okay, if you practice means you become perfect. Practice means man perfect. Yes, now propagation, it is the second step or the second mechanism of the anti-Markovitch rule. Here what happens? Alkene, I have told you, alkene. Okay, that bromide, free radical bromide, when alkene reacts with the bromide free radical, the bromoalkane, the product is formed. Simple, bromoalkane. Okay, bromoalkane. This bromoalkane, it is a secondary free radical, and it is a very stable product. So due to stability, it goes further reaction with the HBr. Now see, this is a what is this free radical? Free radical having one greater property, that they will attract the electrolytes, they will attract the proton, especially here when we come across the anti-Markovitch. Here now see what happens, this CS3 CS2 Br, it is the secondary free radical. Clear? Now what happens, it will attract this H plus. Now what happens, see CS3, it will attack, because this is the CH, it is the free radical, it will attack the H plus from HBr, it forms a CH2, then CH2Br. Clear? This is the final product. Okay, clear? This is the product. Now when alkene reacted with the bromide free radical, the bromoalkane product is formed. This is the second radical, it is a second radical which is more stable. Got it? Then when bromoalkane secondary free radical treated with this hydrogen halide or HBr, then it forms this is the bromoalkane. What is that? This is the bromoalkane. Yes, you got the point? Now remember, my dear brothers and sisters, if you write until here means no problem. Okay, no problem, your answer is absolutely right. But here one more step you have to write, that is a termination. In termination what happens, my dear brothers and sisters? So see here, this CS3CH, it's not CH2, it is a CS2Br. Okay, it will reacts with these free radical. Which free radical? That is a one more bromine free radical. Clear? Bromine free radical. This CS3 means this one product. It will react with this bromine free radical. Now what happens? It forms 1,2 dibromopropane. It is a termination. You don't worry, if you know these steps, means you write this: initiation, propagation. You know about the termination. Don't worry about the termination. Clear? In spite of initiation, propagation, you can also write, I will give you one idea. You write easily formation of benzoic acid or formation of free radical. Which one? That is a bromine free radical. This is the first step. Clear? Then next step, you directly write formation of the what one? What is that? Bromopropane. Formation of the bromopropane. 1, 2, 3. Bromopropane. This bromopropane states that it is a anti-Markovniks rule. Means this hydrogen atom goes and attached to that group which contain less number of carbon of the hydrogen. This is the carbon of the hydrogen. It contains least. So what this will do? This goes and attached to that and forms this product. Clear? Got it? Yes. This is your 2 important questions. Today we completed. Inshallah, in coming class we will discuss about some more important 5 marks question. Okay, and these lectures, these parts are very good. 110% I guaranteed that they are going to help you a lot in your examination. So if you are new to this channel, as usual, subscribe my channel at Gen Pharmacy. Share this video, like. If you are having any doubt, comment in the comment section. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.